Emotions are hard. Essentially, the way I think about our emotions is that we have this kind of emotional trash can in our head. And all day long, we're throwing emotions into that trash can, right? And over time, that builds up. And if we happen to be someone who has big emotions, well, then our trash can might fill up a little quicker. And over time, we fill it up, fill it up, fill it up. And after a while, it becomes really full. And it doesn't take much. We might put the tiniest emotion on the top and it overflows. And we might say, why are you upset with that? That was such a little thing. That doesn't make sense. I just have to be better at holding my emotions in. That's why am I doing this? And then so we try to stuff them down further and we push them in. It's like our kitchen trash can. We try to get as much in before we have to take it out, right? And then it's that tiniest little thing. It's the paper clip on top that finally makes us overflow. And we do this, but when we overflow, we don't empty out our trash can. What we do is just the top comes off. Think about it like an ice cream cone or something, right? The top falls off. You still have what's in the cone in there, right? So our trash can, we overflowed, and there's a relief to overflowing. And overflowing might look like we got really angry and annoyed. It might look like we just like broke down and cried for hours. It might be that we become paralyzed and stuck, And yes, there's a little bit of relief in overflowing, but that still leaves our trash can like 3/4 full. So it really doesn't take long before we're overflowing again. And it becomes this cycle of I try to stuff it in more and then I overflow. And I try to stuff it in more and I overflow. And in reality, we're saying, well, why am I getting upset over these little things? Why am I so emotional? This is a problem. And the problem is actually the fact that we're trying to stuff our emotions. And that actually trying to find some ways to like put a little faucet into our trash can and be able to empty some out over time in little bits during the day is what's really important. And that's kind of what I see therapy for, right? It helps us to create that faucet and then learn how to open up our emotions and then close them back down so that it doesn't feel, because when we overflow, we don't get a choice on when we overflow, right? It does that all on its own and it's never at a good time and and so that feels uncomfortable. People might see us overflow that we don't want for that to happen. So it's that if we just wait to overflow, it feels out of control. Our emotions can feel out of control. And that can sometimes make us really scared of our emotions or feel like our emotions are bad, right? And what we want to do is be able to have a little bit more control, be able to open up our faucet, let some out, feel our emotions, do some things that can help support us, and then close it back down.